Welcome one, welcome all to another edition of TGPW, the Guerrilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling in Fire Pro Wrestling. And we are coming at you here with part 3 of Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular 2024. And we are kicking things off here with a match for the TGPW Trios Championship. Introducing first the challengers from Metropolis. Dangerous Dan Spivey, Mean, Mark Callis, and Sycho Sid Vicious. They are accompanied by their manager, the Stover Load, Mike Stover. They are Stover Skyscrapers. And introducing the champions, the TGPW Trios champions, it is Pagano, Crooked Tortuga, and El Gran Blanco Presentadora. Together they are the Circus of Slime. Before we get too far in this match, remind everybody, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to set up notifications. And if you could, like this video, leave a comment, share the video. Would certainly help out the channel. This is actually the first title defense for the Circus of Slime, El Gran Blanco Presentadora, Crooked Tortuga, and Pagano. And in the history of the TGPW Trios Championship, no team has ever successfully defended the Trios Championship before. Strong Hearts, Shima, El Lindemann, and Shigeru Irie won the T3 That Trios Tournament 2021, winning the tournament final over Circus of Slime. This very team, El Gran Blanco, Michael Brennan, and Pagano, to become the inaugural Trios champions. They would lose the titles two months later, in December of 2021, at Frozen Steel, to the Mudoverse team of Bad Blood, Great Muda, and Young Mudo. The Mudoverse would then immediately lose the titles back to Strong Hearts in an elimination match at Emerald Dawn in January of 2022. Strong Hearts would then lose the titles the next month in February at Guerrilla Warfare 2022 to the SGMBT team, Super Gimmick Mask Beyond Tomorrow team of Arachnaman, Battlecat, and Shark Boy. They would hold the titles until April of 2024 at Guerrilla Warfare 2024, where they would lose them to the current champions, El Gran Blanco Presentadora, Michael Brennan, and Pagano. So if Circus of Slime are victorious here, they would be the first team in the history of the TGPW Trios Championship to successfully defend these titles. And the winners of this match will head into next month's T3 That Trios Tournament 2024 as the Trios champions, and will await the winners of the tournament, because the winner of the T3 will not only win the T3, but earn the #1 contendership to the TGPW Trios Championship. Circus of Slime, despite winning the titles back in April, have not defended the titles since they won them. 4 months later, they finally defended the titles here, as they made 4 teams go through a Trios Championship Contender Series to even earn a shot at the belts. It was the Stover Skyscrapers who came out of that Trios Championship Contender Series as the victors, as they tore through both sets of former champions SGMBT and the Stronghearts to get this title shot. So Stover Skyscrapers had to earn this title shot and have no doubt deserve it after what they had to, hoops they had to jump through courtesy of Circus of Slime and their sleazeball legal counsel, Frank the Clown. Managed to make sure these guys didn't defend their titles until 4 months after they won them. But that's okay, because Pagano, Tortuga, and Blanco still had to wrestle. And all 3 of them lost that night at Blood Red, White, and Blue. That could be an ominous sign for the champions here tonight. They could lose their titles here. And El Gran Blanco Presentadora is also the unrecognized Ultimo Hombre Campeonato. Well, Crooked Tortuga is also the unrecognized Royal Battle Royal Champion. Those guys teamed up last month at Blood Red, White, and Blue to face the team of Mr. America and Captain Insano. And Captain Insano and Mr. America won that tag match, and per the stipulations of that match, at some point in the near future, El Gran Blanco will have to defend that Ultimo Hombre Campeonato, a championship unrecognized by TGPW. He's going to have to defend that belt against Mr. America. Oh, there's a brass knuckle shot on Dan Spivey, courtesy of Tortuga. And Tortuga is going to have to defend his Royal Battle Royal Championship at some point in the future against Captain Insano in a Battle Royal with other competitors, TBA. Pagano, he lost a death match to Violento Jack. Violento Jack, we saw him in part 2 of Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, came up short in his attempt to win the Deathmatch Championship from Hayabusa. A sidewalk slam by Spivey, follows it up with the running leg drop on Tortuga. Tortuga with that chokehold applied. 2, 3, 4, and poor Callis breaks it up. Mean Mark Callis breaking it up. Callis, I think, was going for a powered bomb, but Blanco turns it into a back body drop as Spivey sent into the corner turnbuckle. allowing Tortuga the opportunity to tag out to El Gran Blanco. Gran Blanco gets suplexed. And Sid Vicious goes to work. Turns that into a backbreaker out of a backdrop position. With a running bulldog by Gran Blanco on Sycho Sid. Sycho Sid's got him by the throat. Went for the choke slam, but a kick. A low blow. A kick to the nuts. Discus lariat there by Sid as Spivey held Blanco open for that shot. But Blanco back in control now. Spike powerbomb on Gran Blanco. Drop kick by Tortuga on Spivey. But Spivey's back up. And now a choke. Risking disqualification here. It's Tortuga, but a disqualification would still allow them, I believe, to retain the titles with a choke slam on Pagano. Pagano is dazed. Actually, that was Tortuga who's dazed. Headbutt on Tortuga. Crooked Tortuga. Goes down hard. And now he's biting the man. Biting the man. Tearing the flesh. Telling him to kiss his shell. As Crooked Tortuga tags in Pagano. Extreme Payaso in there now. He's caught in that submission. Blanco mocking the crowd. There's a moonsault. Lariat by Sid. Neckbreaker drop on Spivey. Spinning back elbow misses. There's a back chop, actually. Either way, it misses, but a destroyer by Pagano does not miss. Kick the leg, fix him up. There's a sling blade. Pagano blocks that shot off the ropes. A drop kick connects on Spivey. Pagano back to his feet first. Tags in Crooked Tortuga. Pagano sent for the ride with a sidewalk slam by Dangerous Dan on Crooked Tortuga. The double clothesline sandwiches him. And the fans letting Crooked Tortuga know what they think of him. Repeatedly ramming Mean Mark's head into the turnbuckle. Mean Mike. Sorry, it's been a long night. Well, Mike Stover is out there. That's Mean Mark, though. Power bomb on the outside, double team power bomb on the floor, and a low blow. This thing could end in a count out here, but Mean Mark gets back in to avoid the count out. Tortuga gets caught with that DDT off the ropes. Signature offense from Mean Mark Callis there. Mean Mark takes a shot that drops him. Double suplex on Sid. Water wheel slam by Vicious. Has him up. Military presses him, and down he goes. Elbow drop misses. I guess in TGPW, the Guerrilla Position Wrestling, that would be a Gorilla Press. Air raid crash on Sid Vicious. Meanwhile, on the outside, Blanco's in a whole heap of trouble. He finally gets back in the ring as Sid took out Pagano and Tortuga. 2-on-1 shovel shot by Mean Mark. Blanco doesn't know where he is. Thinks he might be back in Guadalajara. Pagano with the leg drop off the top. And another one. Shades of Psychosis, another AAA Lucha Libre star. The chop combination by Pagano. But Mean Mark with a pile driver. I think he landed on that broken table. Cover only gets a 1 count before it's broken up by the other members of Circus of Slime, holding him open for a shot by the leader, El Jefe, if you will, of the Circus of Slime, El Gran Blanco, Presentadora. Back and forth they go. Drop kick by Tortuga. Takes down Dangerous Dan Spivey. But Spivey comes back with a rake to the eyes. Vertical suplex right onto the TGPW logo. Series of punches by Tortuga. Brass knuckle shot. And that busted Spivey wide open. But Sid breaks it up for the 3 count. Yeah, those brass knuckles, he pulled that out of his shell. Did Tortuga. He cracked him right in the head with those brass knuckles, busting open Dangerous Dan. You can see the blood of Dangerous Dan all over the mat. That spinning release powerbomb by Sid Vicious. Living up to his name, Vicious. Vicious powerbomb on Pagano. Pagano back up, hits that leg drop off the top. Once again, that guillotine leg drop and the Canadian Destroyer. I guess in this case, the Mexican Destroyer. Ace lock, but a counter in the back elbow. Air raid crash by Pagano. But can't capitalize. He is spent. These two teams letting it all hang out here for the TGPW Trios Championship. The spine on the pine, and now repeated shots, those punches raining down onto Mean Mark, courtesy of Pagano. Things have broken down a little bit here. the other members of the team getting in the ring. A neckbreaker drop by Pagano. Gives him the opening he needs to make a tag, but the neck hanging choke by Mean Mark. Somehow that's not considered an illegal hold, but Tortuga again with the brass knuckles. This time to Mean Mark. Have the Circus of Slime finally retain? No. Mean Mark got out of 2. A Mexican stretch. Blanco locked in on Spivey. He's not even the legal guy here. A spike powerbomb, and now a pile driver on Tortuga. Rolls him over. Sid goes for the pin. New champions. Yes! We have new TGPW Trios champions. Once again, the champions unsuccessful in their title defense after 40 minutes and 11 seconds in game time, at least. Dan Spivey, Mark Callis, Sid Vicious, alongside Mike Stover. Stover Skyscrapers are your new TGPW Trios champions. They defeat El Gran, Blanco, Presentadora, Tortuga, and Pagano. What an exciting way to start part 3 with new TGPW Trios champions, as once again the titles change hands. And Stover Skyscrapers are your new Trios champions. And we are going right into another championship match here, as the TGPW OpenTalk313 The Flash Championship is on the line here. The challenger in the ring from Sacramento, California. He is the future franchise Titus Alexander, making his way to the ring. He is the reigning and defending TGPW OpenTalk313 The Flash Champion, representing House of Torture. He is the scapegoat, Jack Perry. The OpenTalk313 The Flash Championship on the line here. This is Jack Perry's first defense of the championship since winning it back at Guerrilla Warfare 2024 when he defeated Kayvon Journey, but not without the assistance of the House of Torture, as Evil interfered in that match to allow Jack Perry to win the title from Kayvon. Saint Evil we saw be defeated by Kayvon in part 2 of Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular in that lumberjack match. Meanwhile, Titus Alexander, he made his debut at Position Impossible with a victory over Axel Rico in June. And then in July, he earned the title shot with a win in a spot for a shot 6-way scramble at Blood Red, White, and Blue, last eliminating Wheeler Yuta in that match. As I mentioned, Perry's been engaged in a feud with the former champion Kayvon the last 3 months. So the question is, will Perry have his undivided attention on retaining the championship here tonight? Or can Alexander catch a potentially unfocused champion unprepared and become a new champion? And the other question is, of course, are the Scapegoats cohorts and House of Torture going to get involved in this one again? There's the move, the elbow to the back of the head. That was the shot that he used to defeat Kayvon, and now into the snare trap. But Titus escapes, leaping DDT by Alexander. Off the ropes, the double stomp by Titus. Drop toe hold. Into the snare trap again. It's locked in. But the future franchise not willing to capitulate. Goes for a pin, gets two, but no. Has his arms trapped. The backbreaker out of that trapper keeper position gets a 2 count. The leaping DDT again. Jack out on his feet. Gets caught with that standing drop kick by Titus. The brain buster by Alexander. That was a rope break, by the way. Somehow. Enziguri misses. Titus poses. Alexander with the elbow drop from the top. Should have a drinking game for how many top rope elbow drops we see. Back to the snare trap goes Jack Perry. Is this going to be it? Titus, no, does not give up. Snap suplex by Perry. Perry off the ropes, drops an elbow. Both these men, California natives. Double finger salute by Jack Perry to the fans. There's a roll up by Titus. Did he get him? 2 and 3. No, 2.9 kick out. Seconds away, maybe, from a new TGPW OpenTalk313 The Flash Champion. The code red. Did he get him? No. A 2.9 kick out from Titus Alexander. Stinging knife edge chop. Alexander shoots him off into the Michinoku driver. The sweet time driver, no, gets a 2.9. The Canadian Destroyer by Perry. Perry to the top rope. Swinging DDT by the Scapegoat. Hooks the leg. 2 and 3. Scapegoat. Jack Perry wins an exciting back and forth contest against the future franchise. Titus Alexander successfully retains the TGPW OpenTalk313 The Flash Championship. Here we go with match number 3 in part 3 of TGPW Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular 2024. And this match is for the TGPW Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger. It's just Maggie Lee. And making her way to the ring, it is the reigning, defending TGPW Women's Champion, the great Luda's daughter, the great Sakuya. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa native Maggie Lee, trained at the Black and Brave Academy, made her TGPW debut at Take the Crown, and came up just short of becoming the inaugural TGPW Women's Champion, losing in the finals of that tournament to the TGPW Women's Champion, Great Sakuya, here tonight. The woman she's facing here tonight, that is. And now she's choking her. She's choking her, ref. Come on, Aubrey. She had some kind of foreign object, some kind of rope or something, I think she was choking her with. A rolling elbow out of the corner. Goes for it again, connects. Shades of her father, the Great Muta. Up to the top, but Maggie Lee reverses. Maggie Lee decides better of it, whatever she was going to go for off the top. The counter into the roll-up. Maggie Lee, no, not even a 1 count. There's the running knee lift. The moonsault press. No, just a 1 count. What hilarious by Maggie Lee. The moonsault off the top. The moonsault. Is that it? 2 and no. Great Sakuya out at 2. Both these women like to employ that top rope moonsault as a finisher. Saw Maggie hit it there. There's the Yakuza kick. Did she get her? No. A hell of a kick, but only saved by the ropes is Sakuya. There's the DDT. Great Sakuya up the top, maybe looking for the moonsault there, but does not go for it. Instead, the green mist to the face of Maggie Lee, but Maggie Lee has her hooked. She hits it. The kneeling tombstone pile driver. No. That bastard driver, whatever you want to call it. Has her up again. Is about to hit it a second time. Did she get her? No. 2.9 seconds away from a new champion. A fraction of a second, maybe. A third time. Is the third time the charm new champion? No! Again, a 2.9 kick out by Great Sakuya. Great Sakuya in danger here of losing that championship. German suplex with a bridge. Did she get her? 2 and 3. No! Maggie Lee out of 2.9. Back and forth they go. Northern Light suplex, but the long legs of Maggie Lee allowing her to hit the rope break. Poison Rana. There's the moonsault. The moonsault from the top rolls her over, goes for the cover, as Sakuya to retain the title. 3, and she has. A valiant effort by Maggie Lee, but in the end, Great Sakuya earns the victory and retains the TGPW Women's Championship. And here we go, folks. It is now time for the main event of not just part 3, but also of all of TGPW Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular 2024. And this one is for all the marbles, folks. This is your TGPW Championship main event matchup. And here he comes, the challenger, the ace of TGPW, as it says, the captain, Steve Ahrendt. And on his way to the ring, he is the reigning and defending TGPW champion. Go, Shiozaki. Here we go. Go Shiozaki. Steve Ahrendt. The title on the line here. Steve Ahrendt was victorious over the former TGPW champion Kijimoto in the main event of Blood Red, White, and Blue 2024. Afterwards, the current TGPW champion, Go Shiozaki, entered the ring. The challenge was made and accepted for the main event of this show. Shiozaki putting the title on the line here against Steve Ahrendt, who's 3-0 in 2024. He's had victories over John Moxley, Battle, JR, and the aforementioned Kijimoto. Ahrendt was 12-3 in singles matches in TGPW from 2021 to 2022, which was the third best winning percentage, 80%, for wrestlers in TGPW with 10 matches or more. Only Muto, 10-2 with an 83.3% average, and Shiozaki, the champion, the man he's wrestling here, 10-1 with a 90.9%, had better winning percentages in TGPW during that time. Shiozaki made his V4 defense of the TGPW Championship at Guerrilla Warfare 2024 against Satoshi Kojima. And Kojima holds the record for both the longest TGPW Championship reign and most title defenses. Shiozaki has the title defense record of 4. And Steve Ahrendt gets his first crack here at the TGPW Championship since being eliminated in the quarterfinals of the TGPW title tournament by Kenny Omega. And here we see the sushi roll employed by Steve Ahrendt. But Shiozaki back to his feet. Series of uppercuts now by Ahrendt. Sent into the corner, Shiozaki setting him up on the top rope. Drop kicks him off the top rope all the way to the floor. My goodness. Look at this. Steve Ahrendt grabbed a chair. I don't know about that. I think maybe there's some frustration on the part of Steve Ahrendt deciding to grab that chair after getting drop kicked all the way from the top rope to the floor by Shiozaki. That was quite a fall he took. There's a cover, gets 2 for Ahrendt, is out at 2. I believe the crowd starting to rally behind the challenger here. Champion stunned. Series of uppercuts. Shiozaki gets caught with a spear. Is that it? 2 and no. Out at 2. Is Shiozaki knife edge chop. Has him up. That fisherman's brainbuster by Shiozaki. Loves that move. The power bomb. Stacks him up. No. 2 count on the jackknife pin off the power bomb. And Ahrendt, look at this. He's hulking up, brother. Goes for the cover, 2 and through. A 2.9 kick out by Shiozaki. Oh, man. What a lariat by the champion. 2 and no. The challenger out at 2. There it is again, that Fisherman Brainbuster. Fisherman Buster, whatever you want to call it. A lariat by Shiozaki. A rolling elbow. Shades of his mentor, the late great Mitsuharu Musawa. Spinning back chop, loading it up. The Gowan lariat. Has the champion retained, and no! A 2.9 kick out by the challenger. The big boot. The leg drop. Brother. The cover. No! Shiozaki out of 2.9. Unbelievable. The crowd is going bananas for this one. Both men spent. Here it goes. Another lariat. 2 and 3. 3. Shiozaki lets out a primal scream as he retains the TGPW Championship. "13 minutes, 13 seconds. Your winner, and still TGPW champion, Go Shiozaki." And that, my friends, about does it for this year's edition of the Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular. Thank you so much for watching, and we will be back once again next month in September for the T3 That Trios Tournament 2024. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you've got those notifications locked so you know when the next episode of TGPW, the Guerrilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling and fire pro wrestling, drops. Until next time, I am your host, the Swink, Nick Swinky. Take care.